Back on NewsNation Now, and as we continue our reporting on the hostages in Gaza as we have been today, we also don't want to lose sight of all those others, Americans and other people that are still being detained in other parts of the world. And that certainly includes the Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, who is marking 209 days being held in Russia since being arrested on espionage charges back in March. The U.S. all along has been saying he's wrongfully detained in Russia. At this point, he's still awaiting trial. So at a NewsNation First, we're joined now by his sister, Danielle, and we're also joined by the Wall Street Journal's Washington bureau chief, Paul Beckett. So thanks to both of you for coming on. Paul, I'll get to you in a moment. And Danielle, let me start with you. I know from listening and watching some of the other interviews you've done to try to keep your brother's case in the news, which is so important. You've talked about these letters you two have been exchanging, right? You've been able to keep in touch with him. What's that been like?
The letters are an absolute lifeline, I think, for my whole family, including Evan. We send them about once a week and receive a letter from him about once a week. And we do our best to keep his spirits up. So there's a lot of joking. I send him funny anecdotes, just news about our family, even celebrity gossip if I can't think of anything else to write.
That's all right. You know, why not? At least feel normal, maybe have a light moment. You know what's interesting? I wonder how you're doing, because I don't know if you saw it, but I was watching the 60 Minutes piece over the weekend where they interviewed the Iranian businessman who had been held for so long, Iranian American in Iran, and then came home. And I was struck personally by the fact that he said, they said, what kept you going? He says, I always believed my government would come get me. In other words, he always had hope. What about you and your family, Danielle? How do you feel? Do you have hope about how all this will be resolved for your brother?
Yes, absolutely. We have put our trust in President Biden's promise to return Evan home to us. And we have the amazing support of the Wall Street Journal, Evan's friends and colleagues, and that gives us strength and hope that we're going to get Evan back.
Let me talk about that point on the Journal, because Paul, you're the Washington bureau chief, I believe, right, at the Journal, which is obviously a big job in journalism. But from what I've read and what I've seen, literally all you're doing now is dealing with this, right? This is all that you're doing.
We just think it's such an important issue, obviously for Evan, obviously for his family, obviously for the Wall Street Journal newsroom. It's also a huge issue for press freedom and the rights of independent media all over the world. We've seen an increase in the number of regimes that are hostile towards the press, and we need to do everything we can to keep Evan's case front and center, but also make people aware of the danger posed to a free press the world over.
Is enough being done? Danielle said there's confidence on the family side about, you know, what the paper is doing, but also more importantly, I think, because this is probably what it'll come down to, what the government is doing, the Biden administration. From your position, is enough being done, or is there something else you would like to see be done by government?
Obviously, we would like to see more. We understand that probably if past cases are illustrative here, that this will be settled by a negotiation between the American and Russian governments at some point. Each has made statements that, you know, they are talking, and we just look forward to seeing the fruits of those negotiations, because we want Evan home to his family and back to the newsroom. He's a phenomenal young reporter, and every day that he's not out there reporting is a bad day for journalism. Yeah, people should go on the Journal's website, because I know you've taken down the paywall on all of his work and what he's done, and you know, read the journalism, as you say, which is terrific. And Danielle, to that point, this is somebody, your brother's somebody who he wanted to be there. There are a lot of people in the business of reporting that want to be where the story is. But I would think, and I know for a fact, there are a bunch of those same people that did not want to be in Russia after the war with Ukraine broke out, especially. But he did, right? He wanted to keep telling those stories.
That's right. He just saw it as something he needed to do. And he was an accredited journalist. So, of course, we were worried, but his arrest was still unprecedented.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.